Tonight, Anthony returns not only as an alumnus, but as a testament to the lasting impact of the IB program and the possibilities it creates. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome to one of our prides of Mount Vernon, Anthony Thompson.
Yeah, Riverside! Woo!
Good evening, everybody. I'm proud to be here and thankful for Ms. Freeland for inviting me out here to speak tonight on my journey as an IB student, from being a learner, from learning how to be a different kind of learner through the IB program, and a student, just an overall person. So before I start talking about myself, I personally want to congratulate everybody here that's an IB student, whether you're a CP or a DP candidate, or only took one IB class. You know, that's a very strong commitment that you guys made with your time and effort. So I want to give you guys a round of applause. Now getting into me, my name is Anthony Thompson. As Ms. Freeland mentioned, I graduated from Mount Vernon in the class of 2024 as an IB diploma program candidate, and I'm currently a sophomore at Morgan State University as a nursing major, and now I want to delve into how the IB diploma program shaped me as a learner, but then also as a student. So my freshman and sophomore year, I really struggled at Mount Vernon with my courses and the workload with my sports and all other commitments I had. And it wasn't until I became an IB student I started taking IB classes where I found my kind of learning. So I think a lot of times in other courses you can find that people put emphasis on memorization and things of that nature, but I love how IB changed me into a learner who began to comprehend what I'm learning. So how that has helped me in current studies at Morgan State is, as a nursing major, I can know all and everything about blood pressure or anatomy or things like that, but being able to comprehend and talk to a patient on what that means for them and the impact that has on their lives is something that IB has taught me to do, and I'm in debt for them for the rest of my life on being able to comprehend what I'm learning and not just memorizing what I'm learning. And then secondly, as a student, the IB diploma program taught me to do hard things. I think a lot of the times my freshman and sophomore year, I struggled to push myself in terms of academics, in all facets of life, and the IB diploma program really taught me to push myself and try myself to do harder and new things, and that's been shown in my studies. I'm glad to say I have a 4.0 GPA at Morgan State University. That was something I never thought I would say, and I'm grateful for the IB diploma program for pushing me to be that kind of excellence and be that the standard for me, and not to and to believe myself to be able to achieve something like that. And then further from that, IB diploma program has developed me into a person who does things that may not be comfortable. So for example, like this, I remember when Ms. Freeland came and approached me when I was here a couple weeks ago with my One Brotherhood program club at Mount Vernon, and asked me to speak here tonight. Anybody who knows me knows I'm an introverted person naturally, and something like this isn't very comfortable for me. But as she was asking me, I thought back to, you know, am I going to be somebody who does things that are always comfortable, or things that push me out of my boundary and push me into new facets of life? So doing things like this has been a benefit of me being in the IB diploma program and pushing myself in all facets of my life. Whether that be doing something like this, speaking up in front of a crowd of all kinds of people, or applying for scholarships, or working in DC public schools with kids and things like that nature, like pushing myself to break out of my boundary and try new things has helped me as an IB diploma program candidate. And then lastly, to finish, you know, all these accomplishments I had and things that have benefited me from the IB diploma program, I think it's also that important that us as IB diploma program candidates or CP candidates or people that just taken one IB class understand balance, as that is a value of mine with mental health. Yeah, I have a 4.0 GPA, I study all the time, I have study groups, but there's also times where I find balance in that. So I have a close friend in the Naval Academy, and there's times I stray away from my studies to hang out with him because that's a bond that I really care for. And same thing with my commitments to my community through One Brotherhood and Power program, a community on Richmond Highway. I found joy in community service. So I think us as high achievers naturally need to find ways that we can balance that sort of how I said pushing ourselves out of our boundaries, but then also appreciating what our passions are and things of that nature. So, yeah, I would say just to recap, I'm appreciative of IB for developing me into a comprehensive leader and learner, and then also somebody who pushes themselves outside of their boundaries and tries new things and does hard things and doesn't stray away from challenges in life. So thank you to Ms. Freeland for inviting me again. And then thank you lastly to all the teachers, all the administrators here that make the IB diploma available to be here at Mount Vernon. I don't know about where I would be without it. And thank you once again for listening to me talk today, and I appreciate everybody here.